Race number 5 at Belmont Park is the Carbine Club President Leith Putland handicap over 1,000 metres at 60 plus event. We'll go straight into the replay of Quality Fair running third.
Getting home strongly to the outside of the track now. Inside the 250, the Dankster with Checkers. Quality Fair looks for a run. And now Detango and Cougar Knights is putting down the outside as well. So the leader, Checkers, Detango the outside. Quality Fair comes through on the inside. In front though, the Dankster. Checkers comes back and then Quality Fair. In front though is Detango and Detango.
Had a lot of time for this galloper and he comes into a very winnable race here. Casey Hunter jumps on for Paul Hunter from barrier 8, takes off the 3 kilos. So the gelding now only has to carry 55.5 kilos. Look, the run behind Detango last start was super. Detango has gone amiss since, but look, this galloper certainly has the runs on the board. Even the run behind Helms Gate 2 starts ago. The run behind Meteoroid 3 starts ago was very good on the 20th of May when only beaten 3 lengths. And then prior, the Fitzpatrick Plate, less than 4 lengths off My Greek Boy. So this galloper has a lot of ability. I actually really like him back to the 1,000 metres here. I think barrier 8, he can balance up. There will be speed inside of him and he can finish off really nicely. Valdera, a bit disappointing first up the straight at Pinjarra, but second up is 2 from 2, so he will enjoy being second up here with a run under his belt. The Dankster we also saw in that replay was good when leading, and again back to 1,000 metres will be sharp enough and should be on the speed and be able to tough it out in the finish. But the one that everybody will be looking forward to seeing is the son of Helmet Chinstrap for the Caseys. Peter Nucky rides from barrier 1. Peter Nucky can do whatever he likes here. He can lead or he can take a sit just off them and use the cutaway in the straight. We saw him use the cutaway first up to good advantage. I think don't be surprised to see this galloper put a few wins together after finally breaking his maiden last start when first up. And that's the way I'm going. Number 5 on top, Chinstrap. Looks hard to beat. From 2, Valdera. Number 3, Another Vision. And 1, Quality Fair. Race number 6 on the program at Belmont Park is the Carbine Club Perth Racing Handicap over 2,100 metres. It is a Class 3 event. The replay horse we'll have a look at is the son of Blackfriars, Dagor Lad, winning last start.
Big Red Costa, but he's now in full flight at the top of the straight. Starkle headed Hinchinbeel scoreline. Here's Big Red Costa. He's starting to wind up, coming down the middle of the track at the 250. Starkle headed by Blazing Business. Over on the outside, Big Red Costa, but Dagor Lad is spotting a bit of daylight, and the horse on the outside, Big Red Costa's come to the end of his run. Dagor Lad shot through. He joins Blazing Business. Dagor Lad reaches the lead though, and Dagor Lad.
A really nice patient ride there from Troy Turner. Got back in the field and swept home very, very nicely to win on that occasion. Apprentice Taylor Stone takes over here, so we'll give weight relief of 3 kilos down to 55.5 and stays in Class 3 company, which is a big, big tick after carrying the 57 last start. Looks to be very hard to beat. He's a class galloper in the field, and I think if he can get it his own way and back in the field and just do his own thing, he'll be running on strongly once again. He can go on to bigger and better things and contest Saturday races very soon. In that replay, we saw Diplomat Express also hitting the line quite nicely under Craig Staples for Dennis Barker. Craig Staples stays on here. Again, drawn barrier 9 will probably go back with Dagor Lad, but there does look to be enough speed from the likes of Hollywood Rock, Little Miss Mac, and potentially 2 Paul Tapper runners moving forward as well. Number 9 scoreline, 2 starts ago was excellent for 6 at 150 to 1 behind Jatumi, who has since been unlucky and then come out to win recently on Saturday and also contested that race behind Dagor Lad, which was very, very good to the line. It will get a nice run from barrier 5, be close enough. That team of Steve Parnham and Chris and Jerry Stelmack always seem to go very, very well. And Saxophonist is another interesting one. Went down to 1,600 metres last start, was incorrectly booked in the wrong race. So that has to be a forgive run, the 1,600 metres. Back to 2,100 metres should suit. From barrier 1, I can see Sky Bogenhuber being a bit more positive in running and potentially taking up the running. This galloper should be fit and he will pick up a race. Whether it's this one or not, we'll find out. But it does look to be an intriguing race. I've gone with number 1 on top, Dagor Lad. From number 9 scoreline, number 4 Dane Hill's Daughter, and the 10 Pigeon Post. Race number 7 at Belmont Park is set to jump at 4:20 local time. It's the Carbine Club Congress 2017 P&G Handicap. It's over 1,400 metres and it is a Class 1 affair. The replay will have a look at his Red Noir winning, beating Through the Glass and Persona.
Turn into the straight. Love Traders first to see the judge. Through the Glass close up. Dolly M just in behind them. And Red Noir getting a rails run through, saving ground. Further out then comes Persona together with Noble Image and Lucky Linda Lulu. Through the Glass glass and hit the lead. Red Noir's out after it. Red Noir through the glass, and then Persona running on the inside, kicking, and
I mentioned there to Demi Go Round and Fashion Forward, who also finished at the tail of the field on that occasion, but really hone in on Through the Glass's effort there. William Pike sat outside the speed and really rode a nice race. This galloper was just caught by Red Noir, who finished off very, very strongly. Barrier 1, again, William Pike can just sit in behind the speed and use the cutaway to full advantage. Of course, 18 metres is the rail and into 15 in the straight. This galloper looks hard to beat, a filly by Vital Equine out of Transit Reef, and should probably get better over further, so watch out for her over a mile. Persona's been very good since winning her maiden 2 starts ago, the daughter of Lonhro. They've persisted with her, Ash Stelmach, and they've done a great job. I thought the effort behind Red Noir last start was also very good, which we saw in that replay. She can certainly run another nice race. Number 3, Something Big, will be putting on the speed, I dare say. The blinkers are coming off, but this galloper only knows one way and he can get a bit headstrong in running, so tactics will be interesting there with the blinkers coming off and jumping from barrier 9. I'm still expecting a forward ride though, and he'll be bowling along there, setting the speed. Jupiter Calling, Madison Brown also gets another opportunity after winning on this galloper last start from barrier 5. With the claim, they'll probably roll forward as well, but looks to be quite an open race. You've got the likes of Talita in there as well, who rarely runs a bad race, but has only won 1 from 20, so we'll wait and see what happens here. But I'm going with number 4, Through the Glass. Just looks to box seat. William Pike looks to get the run of the race from number 7, Persona, number 2, Jupiter Calling, and number 9, Hoorah. Race number 8 on the program, the Lucky Last. It's the Carbine Club WA Members Handicap over 1,300 metres. The replay horse we'll have a look at, Pinson running second.
Brown well back to Special, Light Phaeton, and back last of all Blazing Business in the straight. All Too Much has got the lead. Pinson moves up on the outside. The Director's getting an inside run. Eyes Wide Open is battling on. Light Phaeton's come from last, but it's still Pinson. Pinson just in front of All Too Much. Light Phaeton through on the inside. It's Light Phaeton and Pinson. Light Phaeton's come through from last, quietly ridden today, and Pike drives it home to win well.
A surprisingly good performance there from Pinson, was found handy in running under Jason Whiting. He keeps the ride here, but jumps from barrier 10, so dare say that they will push forward and take luck out of running. Has won before when second up from 2 attempts, so I expect a really forward run from this galloper. Number 2, All Too Much, also led on that occasion after going first up over 1,700, then second up 1,400. 1,300 metres here, should be rock hard fit, and from barrier 1 can lead. I dare say Peter Nucky will probably want to get going early on in the piece from about the 450 mark just to get him into the race and potentially get a few of these chasing and off the bit. But he's another one who really likes Belmont. This time last year, he was absolutely flying, so expect another good effort here. Haldora, last couple of efforts, was unlucky 2 starts ago. Last start probably got a bit too far back in running than expected. Fred W. Kersey rode on that occasion. Clint Johnston Porter takes the ride here from barrier 3. They'll get a lovely spot in running, and this filly by Blackfriars certainly can be a forward-running galloper, and I expect to see a really nice effort here. Number 8, Venus Ebony. William Pike finishes off the day really nicely here with this mare by Demerit. The Demerits at Taunton Vale have been doing very, very well. From barrier 7 here, William Pike no doubt will settle midfield and I think can be running on quite strongly, but this is a race with many chances. Even last start winner Stockyard Gossip racing in very, very good form, and Red Noir also finds herself in this race. Very open race to finish out the last. If you are playing the quaddie, I dare say you'd have to go wide, but I've got number 8 on top here, Venus Ebony. From number 7, Stockyard Gossip, 2, All Too Much, and 3, Haldora. It's now time to have a look at the best bets on the program, and for me, I'm going with the class dropper, race 3, number 2, Fly Tego, and one rising through the grades after being pushed early in some of the nicer races at the beginning of its career. Race 5, number 5, Chinstrap. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of The Box Seat. Be sure to check us out on social media, all of the platforms there, and perthracing.com.au. Hope you found you plenty of winners, and best of luck having a punt. We'll see you next time on The Box Seat.